Send in my next appointment, please. Hello, my dear. Please, have a seat. Do you know who I am? Good. Then we can be honest with each other. And your name is? Such a sweet name. It is a pleasure to meet you. Now, before we conduct our business, would you care for a drink? I couldn't help noticing your eyes. I hope you don't mind my asking, but have you been crying? Oh, you poor thing. Shh. No need to hold back. Here, take my handkerchief. It is a pity to see such a lovely face stained with tears. There you go. Now about that drink. What would you like? I always keep a bottle of cider around, but I can get you anything you want. Strong or otherwise. Absolutely. Stay there. I'll get it myself. Here you are. Be sure to drink it nice and slow. That's it. Feeling a bit better? Yes, I thought so. I find that having a little sip of something takes your mind off things. Are you ready to proceed? We can take as much time as you need. Very well then. Let us begin. Tell me, what brings you to my office? I beg your pardon? A crisis of faith? Darling, if you claim to know who I am, then you know I am not the best person for this sort of thing. You need a priest or a minister for this. Ah, I see. Well, that's not surprising. Those fools don't know as much about human souls as they claim. Messengers of God indeed. But as for me, well, human souls are my business, and I profit greatly from them. So you came to the right place. Now tell me, what is troubling yours? A loss? Well, it must have been someone very close to you. Was it a parent or friend or... Oh, your spouse. I am sorry. Were you married a long time? Oh, how cruel. I can see why you'd be mad at the big man. Taking someone so soon from your life in such a painful way. Stuff like that is why I left his kingdom in the first place. Yes, you heard me right. I said left. Despite what that infernal book would have you believe, I was not cast out. I left on my own free will. My story. My curious little human. We are here to discuss your life, not mine. But then again, maybe hearing my story will help you with yours. I went through a crisis of faith of my own not long ago. Alright, here's the story of the devil that you don't know. Once upon a time there was an angel. The best and the brightest of all God's creations at the time. This angel was content to sing his praises and to carry out the will of the divine council. He loved spending time unobserved amongst the first humans, admiring how they made the most of what they had, with undying loyalty to their creator. But as the angel spent more time on earth, he started to see humans experience pain. Pain that was caused by things that were not consistent with the council's past decisions. Cases such as yours where soulmates were snatched out of their loved ones' arms too soon. Innocent souls being ravaged by ruthless diseases. Injustice when criminals were not given punishment for preying on the innocent. And the worst of all, human being treated as the other and subjugated for their differences. He wanted to open their eyes and for them to know the truth for the better of humanity. Then the doubt came. God had the power to take all of this suffering away, but chose not to. So, the angel began to rectify the situation, healing the sick, nourishing the hungry, comforting the destitute, and most importantly, punishing those who thought they got away with their crimes against their fellow man. Eventually, word of these deeds reached the heaven, and the divine council was furious. The angel was summoned, and shamed for all their work. At first, he was heartbroken, because all of these acts were done out of love. Then almost immediately, the heartbreak was replaced with rage. How a world with such suffering was created instead of one where it didn't exist. The angel refused to respect this institution anymore, and so he walked away. And now, I am sitting right before you, doing the things that the others could not, helping those who are troubled, and continuing to dispense much-needed justice, opening the eyes of those blinded by the divine. Because if no one else in his kingdom is willing to make life a bit easier for mortals, then I sure as hell will on my terms. Not theirs. And if he's up there lamenting about losing his anointed guardian, frankly, I don't care. So, I hope that this little story cleared up a few things in your mind. Excellent. Let's see what we can do for you. See this contract? It will allow you to be with the one that your pretty little heart most desires. Someone who will never hurt you, betray you, nor forsake you. Your life will be simpler and worth living. But once this deal is complete, it cannot be broken by any force, mortal or otherwise. Due to the gravity of this arrangement, I must insist that you read these papers thoroughly. It took a lot of courage for you to come here and ask for my help, but you need to prepare for how your life will change if you consent to this arrangement. Here. Take your time. Yes? Oh, well, I thought this was obvious. You see, under this contract, you'd belong to me. I must say, your shock is quite adorable. But I am quite serious. You see, your spouse was indeed your soulmate. Now that they are deceased, there is no other human on this earth who can satisfy your needs. At least not that way. What you now need isn't a less than worthy mortal. You need someone who truly understands what your soul is worth. Because I can see that it is pure, and I can hear it singing through your body. I have not had such a soul in my possession for centuries, and you need someone to take care of it. Someone who will use it to its fullest potential, and will teach you how to use its power to live a full life. And you will feel such a bliss as you have never felt before. Something like this. I can feel it responding to my caring touch. You like that feeling, don't you? Yes. The way your pupils dilate. The way your breath quickens. The way your heart is beating. I can feel every part of you craving me, calling for me to claim you. That was just a taste of what can be yours for all eternity. So what do you say, my precious little mortal? Perfect. Now sign. There. Now, I need a drop of blood. Yes, please. Just give me your finger. There. Body, heart, and soul. You are mine. Ha ha